Hello my lovelies, it is time for another round of Cards Against My TBR, so stay tuned. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. I'm very happy to have you all here. Cards Against My TBR is one of my multiple TBR games that I play in order to select my books for the month. And the way this works is I have 52 cards against humanity cards. We have question and answer cards. There's 26 of each in this deck. And I just shuffle them up and I deal out 5 cards. And I use books to either answer the questions, or I find a book that represents what the answer card says, something like that. And if you watched last month, you know that I said whatever I didn't read in May, I was not going to make myself carry over into June, because my birthday's in May, and so as a birthday gift to myself, I'm like kind of giving myself a bit of a reset. And also I had and still have a lot of stuff going on in May, and June is going to be our season-a-thon, so there's that. Plus, I have a lot of stuff going on in June as well. So I really just didn't need to pile up more. Though there are a couple of books that I probably will roll over. 2 of them specifically because I've already started reading them. And so I'd like to try to finish them. If not this month, then in June. And I say if not in this month because it is currently May 22nd when I'm filming this. I'm having to kind of pre-film early because in a few days we are leaving to fly to Canada, and we're getting on a cruise and going to Alaska, and it's gonna be amazing, but I'm gonna have to do all this ahead of time. Okay, so let's go over my reading, or lack thereof, because your girl has not had a lot of time for reading this month. So let's start with the 2 that I have actually started and I'm going to be rolling over. So the first one is All the Rage by Courtney Summers. This was for the card Rampant Misogyny and Sexual Harassment. I'm on page 42. I've been on page 42 for a month now. And I just haven't had time to pick this back up and continue, but I do plan on rolling this over. And another one that got rolled over was Heartstopper Volume 3, and let's see, I'm on page 53 of this. And it's also going to get rolled over because I'm pretty sure I can get to this at some point in June. And I do want to finish it because I want to continue with the series. Okay, and the other books that got rolled over into May's TBR, we have these 3 here. So Saints and Misfits was for the card Accusing a Powerful Man of Sexual Assault. I'm gonna go ahead and take this card out and actually stick it back in the deck for right now, because as a sort of reset, I'm just going to put that in the deck and take a different white one out. So if that comes up, then I'll put this back on. But for now, I'm taking it out. The Sea Witch was for the card Doing My Duty to Your Booty. So same thing with this one. And then The King of Crows by Libba Bray. This is another one I think I'm going to roll over. This was for the card A Dead Salesman. I think I'm going to roll this one over, not because I've started it, but because this is something Marty and I are reading together. And so, yeah, I want to go ahead and add it to my TBR. Okay, so these 2 out of the rollover ones are the only ones that are not getting rolled over. And then I have the ones that I actually selected last month. So for the card Divorce, I selected The Divorce Party. And it just got really dark in here because it's storming outside. Didn't read this. Didn't actually read any of those that I selected for this month. Wow, it is getting super dark. Let me turn on lights. There, that's better. Okay, so I'm putting this back in the deck. And then I selected Dumplin' by Julie Murphy for the card, and today's soup is Cream of Blank. So this one's gonna go back into the deck as well. Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield was for the card This Kid I Found, so it's gonna go back in the deck. Bookish Boyfriends, A Date with Darcy was for the card I'm Not Like the Rest of You, I'm Too Rich and Busy for Blank, so that is going back in the deck. And then The Reader, Book 1 of Sea of Ink and Gold was for the card A Box Within a Box, and so that one is going back in the deck. Okay, so if any of those cards happen to show up this time around, I'm just gonna pick the same book as before. But there are 52 cards here, so who knows what we'll get. So I'm gonna shuffle these up. All right, let's deal out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this time we have, let's see, 4 answer cards and 1 question card. So I'm gonna set those down. Let's see what we've got. The first answer card is a girl who is so interesting that she has blue hair. Okay, so I think for this one, I'm actually going to go with The Reader because it kind of looks like she has blue hair. And I mean, there is blue all over the cover, so I think this one works. Okay, the next answer card says, reconciling quantum theory with general relativity. Okay, so sci-fi, I think, or maybe just something like science-based. Okay, so none of my buddy reads works for this. None of those books work for this. Okay, so general relativity is talking about the curving or warping of space, and I guess the bigger the object, the more it warps the space around it. And I think I know what I want to select for this one. Hold on. Okay. Oh, and my battery's flashing. Let me tell you really quick. This is a book that I selected, or I bought while I was in California for Y'all West, and it's called Totally Rad Wormhole by Douglas J. Ebach. And it's about these 2 seniors in high school whose science fair project or science project kind of goes awry, and they create a wormhole and they're able to travel into time. They are from 1989, but they travel to 2021, and they don't like what they discover about their future selves, and they go to try to change it. Okay, I'm gonna go change out my battery and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry if the angle changed. Now on to the question card. This one says, every Christmas my uncle gets drunk and tells the story about blank. Let's see. Because I really want to read this book, I'm going to select The Sea Witch. I think this kind of fits in the blank. Every Christmas my uncle gets drunk and tells the story about the Sea Witch. That's what I'm going to select for this one. Okay, now we have 2 answer cards remaining. The first one is The Purging of the Disloyal. This makes me think fantasy. This makes me think like overrunning a kingdom. That kind of thing. So let me see what I can find. Okay, so for this one I decided to go with War of the Cards by Colleen Oakes. This is the 3rd and final book in the Queen of Hearts series, so yay, I can actually finish this trilogy. And there's definitely sides that are picked here, obviously because of a war, and they're getting rid of those that are disloyal to, well, the Queen of Hearts in the end. Okay, now for the last answer card. A box that is conscious and wishes it weren't a box. Huh. I have no clue what kind of thing to pick for this. Maybe something with artificial intelligence. Like he wants to be real or something like that. I don't know if I have anything like that though. Maybe just the theme of wanting to be something you're not. This is gonna take me a minute. So let me go think about this and search, and I'll see what I can find. Okay, so for this I decided to go with the whole pretending to be something you're not, and for that I decided to go with like a fake dating trope, and I selected The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. And this was actually something that I won as far as a giveaway by Jacqueline Wheeler, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book, and yes, I want to get to it. So that's what I've selected for this one. Okay, so these are the 5 books that I've selected for my June Cards Against My TBR, and these are the 3 that I intend on rolling over. So I already have 8 to start out with for June. Yeah. And I still have to do my wheel and my Have I Read It and my Season-a-thon TBR. So yeah, I'm still gonna have a whole lot of books even though I didn't end up rolling over everything. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!